strengthen local government bodies, substantially increase the subventions to national democratic organs, strengthen the solid waste management system, provide upgraded markets, roads, and other community infrastructure. These were all key promises made by the PPPC during the 2020 general and regional elections. Now, as it observes its first year in office, the government, through the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development, can boast of fulfilling these commitments. In 2021, the government allocated $522 million towards the strengthening of local democratic organs across 70 NDCs and 10 municipalities to provide efficient services and developmental works for the residents within their boundaries. As part of these efforts, the Mabaruma Town Council received $18 million from the ministry to complete several projects within the township.
There are a number of projects that they will start and complete. For instance, the Phase 2 continuation of Thomas Hill multipurpose building, construction of Baraminabu multipurpose building, upgrade of Aruka Mount water system, repairs to airstrip terminal building and sanitary block, grade and shape auxiliary road Mabaruma compound, and a few other projects.
The minister noted that these investments in the municipalities will also create employment for residents of Mabaruma.
Employment must come from Mabaruma. His Excellency the President has been telling contractors and his government that we need to facilitate monies that are being spent in various regions to facilitate workers from the said region or community. So the monies basically will stay in that region and the people will benefit.
More than this, the government has invested $1.1 billion into its Community Enhancement Workers Program to boost efforts to preserve and enhance communities' aesthetics and infrastructure. This initiative also supports the government's promise to create 50,000 jobs for Guyanese over the next 5 years. So far, 1,800 workers have been hired to ensure their respective communities are kept clean and well maintained. Residents have welcomed the initiative, which, apart from creating local employment opportunities, has resulted in notable difference in their communities.
For this place, keep as it is now, because you can see rainfall actually like 15 hours and Albaiston in flood. If it wasn't for this project here, Albaiston would have flood. We were there in both speaking. Right? So I thank the PP government for what have they done here and they continue it. Right? Because we don't have a maintenance system as yet, but they're looking into it. I assure you that the PPP would assure a maintenance system in the whole Georgetown of Guyana, because they're here for better for all Guyanese, not Indian and not black, for Guyanese, right? And that's why I come on board on the PPP government, because I know they're going to rule and they're going to run for everybody and make a better Guyana for all of us.
I would like to thank the government for staying true to the words. Mr. 𝐎𝐍𝐄 was in the area and he told us, he gave us the word that he's going to do the drainage cleaning. This morning when I woke up about 2 something, I saw rain was falling. When I come out this morning, I said, wow, this place must be flood. When I looked through the window, I was so surprised that no flooding was in the area. So I would like to thank the government for being true to their words and to fulfilling what they plan to do for the Albaiston community.
We train them there like this since over 5 years, 6 years, just like this, and nobody ain't doing anything about it. And I would like to the government, whoever doing it, keep it up. And if they could get people every month to maintain the job what they're doing, it would be very good.
Plans have also commenced to install 5,000 solar streetlights countrywide over the next 4 years to increase the safety and security of residents. Already 2,000 streetlights have been installed in regions 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 at the cost of $70 million. These installations are being spearheaded under the Ministry's Community Infrastructure Improvement Project, CIIP, which currently employs 20 persons.
The idea is to make sure that all communities that they have street lighting and that it's safe. And we're looking, as I said, to continue the program. So we will every year we'll basically have more and more numbers of street lights be installed in communities.
Ms. Linda John, a resident of Sophia, Greater Georgetown, is one of the beneficiaries of the program. For her, the street lighting project is a source of safety.
I feel very happy that we're going to get a light to brighten up the place, because the place is very dark and the thief getting the chance to do what they got to do because the place is dark. So when the light comes now, it probably might ease some of the conflict with the thief. So I'm very happy that we get a light and the place will be a little more better. So I'm pleased, and thanks to the minister and the government for everything that they're doing. I'm happy and I'm glad to continue.
This is a very great initiative. Thank you, Minister. Thank you on behalf of the government. And I know this would work well in this time.
In July this year, the minister also announced that some 80 individuals in Region 10 will be employed by the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development through its community-based initiatives.
The budget for Region 10 this year is also bigger than every time before. The types of things that we would like to see done, we would like to see more jobs created, we would like to see more people involved in getting contracts from the RDC. We would like to see more opportunities for those who didn't have opportunities before. That is why this year we're spending, just from RDC alone, $4.7+ billion. Naturally, we will also be expending much more from other agencies of the government. This year, I think Minister 𝐎𝐍𝐄 spoke about it earlier. We'll be spending an additional $350 million on community roads in these areas. All of this is because whilst we are working on improving and enhancing social services, we are also providing physical development.
The ministry has also expended millions of dollars to construct and rehabilitate community roads and bridges within Regions 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Residents who have benefited from these projects have praised the government's proactive approach.
I must say a big thank you to the minister and our PVP government and president to look after our needs here. This road was really in a bad state. A lot of potholes, you have to wind your way through. Now you have this good road. Okay, your tires are clean now to go in your yard. Before, as soon as you go in, you have to wash away mud from your concrete every day. Sand just fly in your house, you don't know where the dust coming from. Pollution, there are little children, asthmatic cases. Oh, we suffer a lot here, but here today we're proud of having this road done. I must say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I used to walk in pitch road and all kind of things, and I'm glad that the road make reasonable for we walk one and all kind of things. The road do good and very good job you all doing, and God must bless you all. I never got no criticize against the thing because we not had at that time when me been a little bit empty. So I used to walk on brick, bruise up my foot, all kind of things. And praise God, the young generation now will inherit the benefit of the road.
Ms. Salima Ali is one of the many residents in the Metin Mirzor community who has benefited from the construction of a $7.7 million heavy-duty bridge within the area. She says residents were forced to endure an almost impossible bridge for years, despite pleas to the previous government.
When the other government was in power, there was no help. People come and ask and beg and, make so much begging and asking and go around and ask people to come help and fix the bridge. But they were just residents that was doing this, putting a piece of board to cover the hole so that the kids won't fall in. And eventually the PPP government take over. They make the residents come out and they ask, and they were getting so much help, and Now, this is what we achieve.
The government has also invested in rehabilitation works at the East La Penitence, East Rheinfeldt, Monrepo, and Corriverton markets, among others. Local government minister Nigel Damlall says the idea is to create an enabling environment for businesses, especially amid the COVID pandemic. Vendors at the Monrepo East Coast Demerara market have lauded the step by the government.
It would be a very good initiative. To me, it will be more comfortable for everyone and more safe, because look, people on the road, you're shopping, everybody transports and all kind of things happening.
This year, some $70 million has been earmarked to continue work at the Monrepo market, while $30 million was allocated to start rehabilitation works on the charity market. Having promised to holistically address solid waste management, the government has made a tangible investment of $1.1 billion for works on Cell 2 of the 𝐎𝐍𝐄 sanitary landfill site and to establish landfill sites in regions 3 and 5. Cell 2 is a semi-aerobic landfill that will allow faster deterioration of solid waste, which is eventually safer than what was done in Cell 1. It features perforated pipes covered with rubble and would be able to stockpile waste much faster.
Last year end, we spent quite substantial amount of resources to clean up Georgetown. That will intensify across the country again this year. I think part of the vision of His Excellency is that we have to transform the country into one that we are proud of, and the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development will be leading that effort.
Director of Sanitation Mr. Sathrohan Nath says the waste brought to Cell 2 would be separated according to type to promote better decomposition.
Both of them have its advantages and disadvantages, right? They're just different technology or different ways to handling waste. With Cell 2, we're going to try to ensure more compaction of the waste, more daily cover. We do not open the tipping phase too wide because, as you're aware, we had complaints over the past years of odor for surrounding residents. So we want to eliminate that and put things in place.
The ministry also rehabilitated the internal access road at the landfill to the tune of $100 million. Meanwhile, restoration works on the 19th century Gothic City Hall in Georgetown is also being undertaken by the ministry. Some $100 million has been allocated in budget 2021 to do so, while $30 million was handed over to complete its administration building. The PPPC government will continue to work at the local and regional levels to ensure that the quality of life of every Guyanese is improved and enhanced.